Hello, hi Mary, Sorry, I'm having trouble with the internet, but I've just had to change to mobile data. Oops. Oh gosh. Dear me. I mean, of course, I was just moving this because of the lighting, and you know what? Let's go back a bit. I think that's, can you believe this? We're going to fight with the lighting again. Hi guys, sorry about this. We're going to go through this again, are we? Nothing's working. The internet's not working. The camera's not working. I don't know. Let's get closer. Ta-da! No, it's not working. That lighting. Holy moly. Hi, guys. Sorry about the close-ups there. Maybe I should go close that curtain. Wait here. Don't move. Don't move. Don't go anywhere. Oh, no, I can't. I'm coming. Hi, good morning. Give me a second, guys. I want to close that curtain. Oh, gosh. Of course. Hi. We won't close it all the way. We'll just go halfway. How's that? That's better. Yes, sorry. Hi. Sorry guys. Oh, that's still bad, the lighting. Hi Teresa. Running around trying to get that lighting to work. Give me a second. How's that? Now we're under control. Okay, here I am. Ta-da! Oh, of course things go wrong. Hello, that's a new name. Walla Wagti. Walla Wagti. I hope I'm saying that right. Walla Wallay. Wow, puffed out. Okay, guys. Have we not had a busy week or what? What? I did say that right, thank you. You're new? I know that's a new name. I haven't seen that before. Okay. Hello, welcome everyone. We have had a very busy week here at Wow Crochet. Just like the Magic Dragon. Oh yeah, puff like the Magic Dragon. Yeah, no. That's my workout for the morning. That's about as much exercise as I'm going to get today. And I've just spilt water on my yarn. What? Oh, it's only oh no, it's only a little bit on the table. Don't worry about the table, as long as the yarn is safe. Wow. No exercise for me. This is not good. Guys, we've had a very busy week here at Wow Crochet. Yay, we've got a few people on this morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all well. What kind of a week have I had? I can't even tell you. So much has happened. Now, as you know, Melbourne was allowed to head off out into the shops again. Yay. Drink some water and relax. Breathe. Here's the water. Well, actually, I'm naughty because I have, not only do I have my water, but I also have my coffee. Shh, don't tell anyone. I'm not allowed to have coffees. What? Who says? The doctor says. These doctors, I don't know. So if anything happens today, guys, I'm live. Come rushing over, okay? I'm sorry. Bring it down. It's all this coffee. It's all the coffee. As you know, no coffee. Just one little one. Oh, well, it's not actually little. But it's not the Italian stuff. It's not the good stuff. It's the kind of weaker stuff. I know, it's a bit weak. I thought I better not have the good Italian stuff or the hands will start to shake. They already started a little bit. Now, I needed a coffee, and I'll tell you why. 4 o'clock this morning, I was awake. And I was like this, and I was turning and tossing and carrying on. I thought, that's it, forget it, I'm up. So I stayed up at 4 in the morning. I'd made some sauce and got that ready for lunch for my kids. They're having lunch here today. And then I thought, what can I do? What can I do? Well, I coloured my hair. How many do you have a day? Not many coffees. I don't like it. Really? I love my Italian coffee. My mummy, I love it. Hi, Classy Kim. Welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. It's been a while since we've had a chat. Welcome again. So yes, I was up at 4 in the morning. You call it sauce, me too. Yep. So I was up at 4 in the morning. So I made this, I got everything ready for the day. And then I thought, what shall I do? So I started crocheting, as you do. Well, last week I started this particular project. It was about, not even last, it was about 4 or 5 days ago. Some people call it gravy. No, this is real Italian sauce. Forget gravy. Whoa, slow down. Driving mums and listening in. Good morning, Sticky Stitch. Lovely to see you here, Heather Silver. Oh, hang on, I'll get that back up again because I missed that. Hello from Boise, Idaho. Boise, am I saying that right? Heather, I've not seen you here. You're new, welcome. We have a lot to discuss today, guys. So I was up this morning and I was writing it all down. I'm thinking, I'm not going to get it all in the hour. And I'm going to be talking till 2 in the morning. Love being here. Thank you. I'm glad you do, Classic Kim. Love having you here. One of my regulars who constantly pop in every now and then. Hope you're doing well. If you don't have at least one coffee, I end up with, if I don't have a migraine yet. I started getting a bit of a headache, but it's clearing up now. It might be the coffee. Might be. So I started writing everything down. Far too much to discuss, but we're going to start with, ta-da, our blanket. Now, I was going to talk about this, but I'll talk about that in a minute. That's personal. That's something for me. Now, our blanket, where did we get to? We got to finishing that part of it. How cool is it? We got to finishing that part. Now we're on the border rows, guys. I've done a base border row on Friday. I think I uploaded it yesterday. Friday was yesterday, wasn't it? I've been awake too early this morning, so I can't keep up. Now, it's the wrong way around for starters. By the way, I hope you're feeling better, Teresa. I heard you haven't been well with a bit of a cold or something. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, this is what we did during the week. We joined all of our hexagons firstly. Then we joined these half hexagons across. I was a bit worried they weren't going to make it, but they did. I don't know what I was worried for. As long as the maths add up, as long as all the numbers add up, you really can't go wrong. But once you mess up the numbers, you're okay, Teresa, good. Where is everyone from? Well, Teresa's my sister. Teresa T. Marotta is actually my oldest sister. She's the one who initially started me off with crochet. I did learn crochet from another lady. We'll call her Peggy, an elderly lady that we knew in our past. And, New York. Wow. I didn't know you're from New York, Mary. I think I do. You did mention it last time. And Teresa was the one that really pushed me into crochet. Didn't push me into crochet. I fell into crochet. I accidentally fell into crochet only because I couldn't knit. All I can. I'm just not good at it. I can do like basic knit, purl, and that's it. Don't ask me to do anything else. I've made one little vest that was half made in a red, and then I gave one that was half made in a green, which I gave to Teresa actually. I think she used the yarn for something else real quickly. And she took it undone and used the yarn. I didn't want it anyway. Oh, everyone's talking all at once. Okay, so Allegra is from Queensland. Oh, that's nice. You're so right about the knitting part. Yeah, no, good. Wow, so cute. I know. I recently found the channel. Just finished crocheting 2 of your Crochet Granny Circles. Love the pattern and your videos. Thank you so much, Heather. And yes, there it is. Gorgeous, huh? This blanket here that we're in the middle of, we still haven't finished, we still have to do the border rows, is not for beginners. So if you're a beginner, don't try and attempt this. You can at your own risk, but don't say I didn't warn you. No, the only thing that was the issues were these half hexagons and making sure our join as you go, which is absolutely stunning, adds up in the corners. There were many corners that didn't add up for me. I had to take it undone, do it again, take it undone. And at one stage I took a whole block undone thinking, it's the block, it's got to be the block. And it was. So if you don't get your maths right, if you're good at maths, you're good at counting. I kind of go 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, a bird. 5, 6. Oh, look at that. And then, oh, I have to start putting my blocks together. Yeah, good luck, Mary. Yeah, good luck with that, Mary. But it's only because I get easily distracted. And I think that's why I messed up my numbers, my count. Having said that, hello, Nana's hands. Hello, Mary, get it right. Nana's hands, you're new too. Nana's hands, welcome. The hexagons are very addictive to make. I love making the hexagons. I don't have a problem with the hexagons at all. What I did have a problem with was joining them. No, the join wasn't the problem. It was the adding. And you know what I kept missing? I'll show you quickly. There's a stitch just before, have I got it the right way? Yeah, that's single crochet right there. Hi, Sarah, another sister of mine. I've got 2 sisters online at the moment, yay. This one right here, I kept missing that first stitch. Hello, Jeannie, how are you? I kept missing the first stitch and put my count off completely. And I was thinking, what? And I was getting very frustrated. But I managed it now. The rest of it is quite basic for me. A lot of people find borders difficult. Don't forget to press the like button. Thank you, Mary. I get a few downs buttons lately. But don't tell anyone, because we'll just keep the like buttons going up. So a lot of people find the borders difficult. I really find these borders, I find the border best. To me, it's very exciting to do a border. I get to the stage where I think, that's it. It's at the end. To me, it's smooth sailing with borders. A lot of people have trouble with borders, but I love doing borders. I'm a border girl. I border everything I do. It's something I like to do. I even border, sometimes I border, when I'm doing a basic top, I will actually border the top, do a little lace thing or a little single crochet row. I like to put a border on practically everything I do. Speaking of which, before I go on, this week we're going to be making some scrunchies, because my daughter was saying, Mum, do some scrunchies, they're very popular now, do them, and I wouldn't mind some. So I thought, yeah, we'll make some scrunchies, and I had to play with one. I find this one really big, this lacquer band. It's probably better off using a smaller one, and I do have a smaller one right here. Ta-da! And I have the next size up there, and then I have this big one. And so I even put a border on the scrunchie. They look better. And it feels like the finished products. That's right. Look, see, I haven't put a border row on a scrunchie. I didn't like it without a border row. I'm a border girl. There you go. Sorry about that. I got sidetracked again. I get so easily distracted, don't I? We were talking about a border row on the blanket. But there you go. So I thought I was going to spend some time late last night or early this morning doing the border rows. And I kind of got a little bit tired looking at the blanket. I did. But I will muck around with it this weekend, mess about with it and have a bit of a play. I'll have a good border going by Monday. I did have something in mind where I will actually even everything out and eventually make the blanket into a circle blanket. What? I did have that in mind. However, if anybody else has any ideas, I'm willing to take that on board. Otherwise, I will work on a circular blanket. You're wondering, how's she going to make it circular with all these points? Where there's a will, there's a way. And I have the will, so I'm going to find the way. Yay! And if it doesn't work out, I'll just cry. No, not really. I'll just invent something new as I do. As you go along. Too fun, I know, right? Because I think, what can happen? I can mess it up. I won't put the recording up until it's done anyway, so I can't mess you guys up. You like that, classy Kim? But, I'll play with a few borders. I have to put a border, and I have to put I know how to do a Tunisian border. You and your Tunisian. When we start getting together, Teresa, you've got to come here and do a Tunisian tutorial with me for community, our crochet community. They'll love it. They will love it. So yeah, I had thought of this part here, which is quite basic to fill in. You're so cute, Teresa. It's quite basic to fill in, so that's not an issue. My worry is getting to this section here. It is basic again, but I want them all to marry up. So I'm going to be doing lots and lots of playing this week. I did mention I put the border up on Monday. I may not get the border up till Tuesday or Wednesday. Pega mentiroso. Pega. Am I saying that right? Another newbie. I love the newbies. Speaking of newbies, I haven't forgotten about you. This week is newbie week. This week I am creating just for the newbies. However, if you are a regular, oh no, there will be this border, by the way. It's coming this week as well. If you are a regular, you can attempt these projects. They're very basic and they're cute and they're different. So there you go. Everything I do is different. I'm a little bit weird. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hey, I never said I was normal. I didn't lie to anybody. What you see is what you get. All right, guys, blanket. We are doing the border this week. May not happen Monday like I said it will because I'm still working on it. Hello. Oh, Suzanne from God Crochet and Chatter. How are you? I hope you are well. So we're definitely doing border number 2 this week. Soit Jean das adouves. I don't know what language that was. I'm assuming French, maybe? No? I'm guessing. Let's have another look. See at that. Sua Joana da Adoro. I don't know what that means. Trust me, everyone, she's right. Thanks, Teresa. I always need your sister to do that. She'd know better. I never said I was normal. Hey, you want normal? We'll have to look somewhere else. So we are doing the border this week, guys. We are definitely doing border number 2. And I say border number 2 because what I do is I start with a base row. It's not French. No, well, I don't know what it was. I don't know the language, so sorry. I start with a base row, that's what this single crochet, let me bring that down a little bit so you'll come and see. I'm making a mess. Oh, there we go. Single crochet. I always start with a base border row, and then I do which I will do like a lace look in here. That same look, that look you've got there, it will be in here. And then I'll have either a row of single crochets or half double. I just want to be wary of the single crochets because I think I used the word astringent during the week. It's a weird word, not really for crochet, but it does. Single crochet tends to tighten your work. So it is kind of an astringent. If you use the single crochet too many times in a border row, you end up with a really tight, a bit like our blanket here, this one here. I'm contemplating taking it undone and doing the next size hook. So I might do that because I found that really, that one right there, the light blue one, blue and white one, the border row was quite, tight. Not just because of my crochet, but because that's what single crochet does. It tightens up your rows. I wasn't worried about this one because it's a base row and you only use it once. So I thought maybe once I do that lace look, the next close up row, I won't use a single crochet. I might use a half double. Don't quote me on it yet because I haven't played with it enough. You do the single crochet very loosely. Well, that's what I'm doing with that one there. I'm going to go up a hook size. I'm going to take undone what I've done. And I did mention it on the tutorial. You might want to go up a hook size on purpose if you crochet tightly like I do. So I think I will. I used a 4 for that. I might go up to a 4.5, maybe even a 5mm hook. Just depends on how you crochet. If you crochet tightly, then go up a hook size, because that, if you can see carefully on that light blue border there, that's really tightened that corner. I don't like it. I'm not really keen on that. So I'm going to take it undone, just that last, I might take the last 2 rows undone. No, just the last row, I think, and then pop a 4.5mm or 5mm hook and do it that way. That's what I did with the other blanket you see there. That one I've done so many times. I sell that quite often. It's very popular. So I did that with that border. It's a little different to the border we did, a bit more technical. It's a lot more involved. But I actually use another hook size up on purpose because that last single crochet row can tighten it all up. So just heads up on single crochet. That's why I'm not sure whether I'll use single crochet anymore in the border, but we'll see. Again, don't quote me. All right, guys, it's been a great week here at Wow Crochet. We've done quite a bit. We've done the border. We've done, we actually did the final row border on that one, which I was quite impressed with. And I did say I was going to put it up for sale on my Etsy store and my madeit.com.au stores. Later in the after your podcast, will you please lay your hexagon flat? Oh, hang on, here we go. And take a photo and post to your page. I need to see it laid out. Okay, it is laid out on the video, on the last video. However, I'm happy to do that. I'll grab a photo. We've got some nice, beautiful light sun today for a change. Actually, it's been quite good all week. I can't complain. So I'll pop outside and take a photo in the daylight, and then I'll pop it up on Wow Crochet's page if you like. Probably up on Instagram as well. All my ends are weaved in, so it's probably the best time to pop a video, to pop a photo up. So yeah, it lays gorgeously flat. And I was really worried about this section. No worries, thanks, Classy Kim. I was worried about this half hexagon here. I thought it wasn't going to make it, but it does. And in actual fact, a lot of people tend to put, like I mentioned on the tutorial, an extra 2 double crochets in the corner with the chains. And I found that it just bobbles out. And to me, it didn't look right. So that's why when I did the tutorial the first time, I made sure I only put the 1 double crochet and just put an extra few single crochets in the corner of both points. Or I think it was only 1 point, an extra single crochet in the corner. And it kind of brought it out a bit, but didn't give you that bubbled effect. Because this would have been like that. It would have been like that, and then it would have been like that, and then across. So it would have not even a bubble. It would have just stuck out the side. And I've seen them stick out the sides, and I didn't want that. So there you go. It's quite, and I think someone mentioned last week, who was it? Mary or someone said that they had, thank you, said that they had, thank you, Suzanne, said that they had their cake yarn change thickness, went from extra thin to extra thick and in different places, and her blanket kind of looked a bit unusual. Now I didn't think that was the case. When I had a look at mine this week, I thought, actually, come to think of it, the light green was really thin and the rest of the colors are quite thick. And I've noticed when you probably can't tell close up, I don't know if you can tell, that light green is extra thin. So she kind of had a point. I didn't notice it before, because when you're doing the hexagons separately, some of the cakes are like that. That's right. Was it you, Mary, last week? No, it was someone else. Might have been Allegra. Someone told me last week, or might have been on Wednesday. No, it was last Saturday. Anyway, it doesn't matter who said it. I noticed this week the same thing happened to me, and I didn't notice it when I did the hexagons separately, but once I put them together, nope, I did notice it. Yeah, oh, okay, was you. Yeah, but when I put it together, once they're together, I've noticed the thickness between each one. It wasn't you, Allegra, sorry. I think it was Mary. Was it Mary? I think it was Mary. Maybe it was someone else. I can't remember. Someone did say, hi from California. Sandy, stop California. Try Cincinnati. Where did I get California from? Sandy. Sandy's new? Sandy's new, I think. No, I don't know who it was. Someone told me last Saturday. I've got to remember now. My brain, it's shut down. It's because I wasn't thinking about it. I thought, oh, well, you know, when you think nothing of it, you sort of think, oh, well, that happens. So there you go. It's actually quite thin, the light green, and I never noticed it until I did put it together. But still very, very gorgeous. I know, right? So I will take a photo. Thank you, Kim, for asking. I will take that photo. I will pop it up on Instagram in about a couple hours' time. Well, welcome, Sandy. Nice to have you here. We have quite a few people new on online this week as well, so I'm very happy about that. And in actual fact, I was saying that this week's going to be what I call newbie week. It's going to be lots of new things that newbies can crochet, and your regulars can crochet them as well. I do them all the time still now even. I haven't got to that part yet, but I'm getting there. We're still talking about the blanket. I think we're done with the blanket, okay? We are doing the border this week. I won't guarantee it'll be Monday or Tuesday, maybe not till Wednesday or Thursday. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll get it done by Wednesday, and do a Wednesday midweek live, and you can have a look-see. If you're not happy with the border, we'll change it. I'm happy to do it the way I like. I will add other suggestions in the video if you decide that you don't like that look, but I'm going to circle it. I'm going to turn it into a circle because I want to. Yarn it out. Oh, was it yarn it out? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter who said it. Welcome, Yarn It Out. Good to see you again. I knit and crochet mostly for charity. I used to do quite a bit of charity in the past. Been a little bit busy with YouTube, so I haven't had much time. I like to do at least one charity item a year. And last year I missed, but this year I probably will do something. I'll go to the local council and have a chat with them and do something with them, which I haven't yet, but I want to, because that's our local area. It's good to do something for your locals, yeah? There's a lot happening. My coffee's gone cold. It's like ice. I can feel the cup. It's cold. Yuck, it's cold. Well, that will stop me from drinking it. So there we go. That's our blanket that we're discussing this week, that we are going to finish. Well, we won't finish it. I'd love to say we'll finish it, but we'll see how long the border row takes. Border rows. It's not just one row. There's going to be quite a few rows. You're looking at about like your cup. Oh, the cup. Oh, it's very old, the cup. It's very old. How are you, Angela? So you can see how old it is. It's kind of all worn out a little bit. Good, now you can't have another one. Doctor's order. I know, right? Doctor's order. I went to see the doctor this week. I had to get the flu injection. Not that I really wanted to, but, you know, I went and got the flu injection, and he says, oh, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with this. I said, well, you don't have to live with it. I do. So I've got to do the right thing. That is, okay. We'll have a glass of wine or two later. Oh, we're going to be in trouble. I've got 2 out of 3 sisters coming here later this afternoon. We can have visitors now. Yay! We can have up to 5 visitors. Can you believe that? Well, not 5 visitors, 5 people at one time that we can be social with. Well, I only have the 2 coming, so I can't. I do have my daughter with her boyfriend, but they're going to come and go, and I won't even see them. It'll be real quickly in and out. And then the 2 sisters will come, and we'll have a great afternoon crocheting, maybe knitting, and whatever else we do. Now, you're still in lockdown there, Mary. Yeah, well, I guarantee you we'll go back. Guarantee you. Because we went out of lockdown a couple of days ago. Oh, everyone's talking all at once. Let's have a look-see. Okay, I did something different to my blanket. I'll check that out in a minute, Angela. I haven't had a chance. It's actually 5 visitors plus the household. I'm glad, Sticky Stitch. Yeah, so we went out of lockdown, I think it was Wednesday of this week. And literally the few days later, there was all these cases popping up. So to me, it looks like we'll go back in again, eventually. All right, what did I want to talk about? Oh my gosh. You're still in lockdown too there, are you? Yarn It Out? Yeah, New York. Yeah, everywhere. I've noticed that you're a very big place, America. It's a very big place. Hello, I have returned. You have returned? Where did you go? Emil, from last time? Okay. Oh, I lost this. That's what they are afraid of. Yeah, I think the coming out of lockdown was great, but then literally a couple of days later, we had so many cases again. We're in New York. Yarn It Out. Yes. Okay, you're in New York as well. Well, you guys can be mates. Okay, happy. We're in stage 4. You're in stage 4 over in England. Oh, that's interesting. What did I want to talk about, guys? New items. We are going to discuss some new projects. Guys, we're going to discuss new projects. We're going to discuss yarn. Lots of yarn. Because we went out this week, I went shopping. Hey, it happens. Now, I did buy some yarn. I was very naughty. Very naughty. Downtown in the Staten Island. Considered downtown in Staten Island. Did I say that well? Staten Staten or Staten Island? Staten? I think I said it right. Oops. So we're going to be creating near Buffalo, New York. Oh, I don't know the places. Sorry, guys. To me, they're so far away. I can't even hop on a plane yet. We're about 7 hours from each other. Oh, I'm about like, how many hours am I from you? 24, 48 hours by plane. That's not even locally. It's not even in the same country. Okay, let's get back to business. Business, guys. I went shopping and I bought numerous types of yarn. I've heard of these through watching movies. Yes, I hear about them in the movies, but we don't know them because we've never seen them. We've never been there. And I just wanted to show you California here, West Coast, USA. I have lots of lovely Americans on today. Quite a few Aussies. Yay, yarn shopping. I know. I'm about to flash. Oh, yarn? Not me. Oh, gosh. You don't want to see that, trust me. Not even the doctor wanted to see that. Stage 4, that is bad. Hope the UK and USA get back to norm soon. Oh, look, I don't know if there's a norm yet. I don't think we're going to have normal for 2 years. I think it's going to be on and off for a couple of years, this thing. Or until we find some sort of injection, maybe. Until an injection comes out. It's going to be on and off, I think. All right, so what did I want to talk about? Let's get distracted, guys. Let's not talk about that. It's sad. We want to be happy. We're sick of being sad. Yeah? So it is a bit scary, isn't it? I know. Especially, I know in America, you've had lots and lots of people that have been... oh, hi, Franca. How are you? That have passed with it and that have been really ill over it. So, yeah, I wish this thing will be over so quickly. I'm getting tired of it now. I don't know. Let's see the yarn goodies. I'm about to flash the yarn goodies now. Okay, first thing I did was I went to a store that I usually visit, which is, well, some sort of normality, yeah, which is Unwind Craft Cafe. You may have heard me mention a few times before, here in Nidri. I keep saying Nidri. I think it's East Keilor. I don't know why I keep calling it Nidri. East Keilor, Melbourne. And I usually buy a lot of Bendigo Woolen Mills luxury yarn from them. So glad you're here. Thank you. I'm glad to be here, Franca. I just want to enjoy myself with some yarn and talk with some crochet and have a bit of fun. You know, we've been down too long. We've just been too down. You know, we're just time to smile. Time to... Anyway, let's get on with the goodies. And when I went there, a lot of the luxury yarn was sold out. Same here, we came down Madeline Holmes. Yeah. A lot of the luxury yarn was sold out. And Robin, who I've known for years that's worked there, she was one of the first people that's worked there. I don't know if she was the very first, but she was the first person I met when I went to Unwind Craft Cafe years ago. And she helped me once. See that blanket you see right there with the pretty little colours that has my cardigan over it? It shouldn't. That blanket there, she helped me with the colours the very first time I walked into the shop, which was, I don't know, if it was 8 years. I can't even remember when it was. I said, look, I want to make a fancy blanket. It's going to take me a lot of time. I'm going to put 100% into it and it's going to cost a fortune. That's what I said. And she said, no worries, let me sort you out with some basic colours. And she was absolutely correct. That is the blanket that sells for me all the time. The colours are basic. The design is more technical, a bit more Victorian style, old fashioned. Hi Mary, hello Leslie, how are you? So can't stay, we'll watch the replay. That's okay. Thank you for joining in for the moment that you're here. And she said to me, look, we're out of Bendigo. Bendigo's struggling to get orders through. You can order through Bendigo if you like. Otherwise, try this. And she suggested just to try Fiddlesticks, have a little, oh, that way. Fiddlesticks 8 ply. It is an anti-pilling yarn. I have tried a Fiddlesticks before. It was about a year ago here at Wow Crochet it was. We used the thick yarn. I used the thick yarn to show you, the chunky yarn, to show you how to do the initial join as you go in the granny squares. I did it in the normal granny squares, but some of the newbies were a bit worried they couldn't do it. And I said, look, let me do it in a larger version for you. And so you know how it looks. That looks gorgeous. Yeah, I know it's going to look gorgeous. And I've got this color. Oh, the lighting's bad. It's like a light pink. I got the pink. I got the because I really wanted to do, I know, it really is gorgeously soft as well. I didn't think I would like it. I haven't used it yet. You never know until you use it, right? And I've got that one there. It's kind of like a purpley pink. That's going to break the colours. Robin says, toss something in to break up the colours you buy. I thought, well, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah. And then there's the, oh, this is kind of like an ivory colour. There's an ivory. Oh, it's really bad lighting in here right now, guys. They are. Yes, they are acrylic. I'll tell you exactly the specs in a minute. Just wanted to show you the colours first. I've got, that's like a pink, peachy one, that first one. Then you had the ivory. Then you had, and I've got a normal cream colour that you see on this blanket as well right there. Soft. I'll explain everything in a minute. It is soft. And then I've got the greeny, kind of a green, pale green. Oh, but it does look nice. This is just bad lighting in here at the moment. Sorry, guys. All right, let me tell you the specs. The yarn is soft, okay? That's what I touched it in the first place, and then I walked away and said, no, I want my Bendigo. And I walked off, and Robin says, look, give it a chance. Have a look-see, try it and see what you think. And I did when I first tried it. I thought it's beautifully soft. Fiddlesticks, I'm not sure if you can get them worldwide, but let me give you the specs. You might be able to get something similar, okay? An anti-pilling yarn, okay? So anything that doesn't, like, you know, I don't put things in a washing machine, not blankets. But if you do, and you get that little, you know, little pilling on it and everything, whoo, there's fluff everywhere. That's what it's supposed to stop the anti-pilling. I don't know. I haven't tried it. We're about to try it soon. Okay. It is machine washable, even though I don't put it in the machine. 100% anti-pilling acrylic. So it is 100% acrylic. Now let's have a look, see any more specs. It says you can use a 4mm hook. She was saying she's doing something with her daughter, and I think her daughter used a 4.5. I think that's what she said. If she's watching, don't quote me on it. But I'll probably use a 4 at first, see how I go for a bit of practice. And then when we get into the 4.5, it might be better. You don't know. It depends. You can't really iron it. Sorry. But the actual material itself is so soft. And I reckon once you just flatten and wash it and lay it flat out, where do you lock your blankets? That takes up a lot of space. Well, it is an issue, and it's a bigger issue here because our place is quite tiny. It's not a big place. I put together, what are they? Fitness mats. They're fitness mats. And first I block it on the table, and then I get whoever's at home to help me transport the mats on the floor. And we move the table over to the side, and we all kind of eat it to one side of the house. And the blocking mat sits, and no one's allowed to go near them. No one's allowed to go near the mat. They get an earful. Oh, go near that. I use those mats too, yeah. Mine's starting to get a bit old. I do use it a lot. I block everything, and I block everything 2 or 3, maybe 4 times, depending on the mood. It takes over my table too. That's correct. That's why I take it off the table, pop it on the floor. If it's only small, yeah, the puzzle pieces, very similar to that as well. Yeah, puzzle pieces are good. Children's puzzle pieces, even better, because theirs is nice and soft, you know. Back to the yarn. Give me one sec, guys. I'm talking too much. That'll teach me. That's better. All right. Now, where were we? It was, this particular yarn is made in Turkey. I've got fluff everywhere now. This particular yarn is made in Turkey. Doesn't matter where it's made. I have to admit that when I buy yarn that's made in Turkey, it's gorgeously soft normally anyway. It is a very soft yarn. What can I tell you about it? You can't iron. You've got to wash it into 40 degrees or just under. I don't know what P means. She does that. I do. What do you do? 100 grams. It is 100 grams, which is good. 250 meters. Sister gave me 2 child-sized blankets to block for her. She has no patience. Oh, that's all right. So 250 meters. Americans, my American followers, use yards. just have a look-see on Google. Do, Google's our friend. Google meters to yards. I don't know what that is. It doesn't give me yards on this. So this must be an Australian yarn, because a lot of the American yarn always has a bit of yards on them. And I know the Karen cakes have yards on them. If I can read it. I really should get glasses, shouldn't I? I've got them here, but I don't put them on. Yeah, theirs goes in yards first and then in meters as well. But this one here is only in meters. So if you guys talk to our little friend Google, type in 300, what did I say it was? 350 meters? Is that what I said? Wake up, Mary. 250 meters, sorry. 250 meters. Type that in Google, meters to yards, and that'll give you your yardage that you need, that this comes in. But 100 grams is pretty good. You made my Google talk. I made your Google talk, did I? Google likes to talk. They're a bit of a chatterbox at Google, right? We love a good chatterbox. Don't you? I do. So this is called Fiddlesticks knitting yarn, but we're crochets. We can use it too. Anti-pilling. What can I say? There's not much else I can say. It's 100% acrylic, and it is gorgeously soft. Not expensive. I think I paid $5.90 something, 95 maybe, $6 for 100 grams. That's pretty good here in Australia. I don't know what it's like overseas. I can't remember what I pay for Bendigo. I just buy it whether it's expensive or not. I love Bendigo, the luxury one, only the luxury. I'm very fussy. They make others, but I'm very, very fussy. I buy the luxury because it's gorgeously soft. And when you wash it with the fabric softener or whatever softener you use, baby softener, even softer. True. Now, I don't know about this because I haven't tried it, but we are going to try it. I can hear you, but you can't see me. Oh, Franca says she can't see me, guys. Does anyone else have that problem? Just check your internet, see if you can see me or not. I know that I had trouble getting on this morning. The internet kept failing on me. I had to use mobile data. True. And I really wanted to get on this morning because I wanted to discuss the new yarn and I wanted to discuss the projects we're doing. I can see and hear you fine. Oh, okay, Franca, check your internet. Check your coverage. I know the internet's been playing up, and it is because everybody's on at one time. I've got a lot of people on this morning, 20 people on. Yay. Welcome, everyone. Looks like there's a few newbies in there. That's great. Guys, the reason I'm advertising this yarn, it's spooky, is it, Franca? I'm sorry. Well, just listen to my big nagging voice. You don't have to see the face. Just like, I know, but I wanted to show you my yarn. You can. Thank you, Allegra. Allegra can see me. It depends on where you are. Where are you from? What area are you from, Franca? You in Australia or are you overseas? It might depend on the area, honey. You might have an internet issue in your area. So the reason I'm advertising this, good morning, Kaz, welcome. The reason I'm advertising this, by the way, Kaz, we are talking about this yarn, which I purchased from Unwind Craft Cafe from the lovely Robin. And we are talking about this because, get this, guys, this is our new newbies blanket coming up. Ah, hi, I'm Cherie. How are you? You're overseas, are you, Franca? Check your internet. Maybe your local internet's playing up. UK. Okay. There's another UK on here. Angela from, oh, she's got a really long name. Ghost something or other. Sorry. I never get the name right. She's got too many words in that name. But she's from the UK as well. Check with her. She's on as well. If you see Ghost something or other name, she's from the UK. Check with her. See if her internet has the same issue. I haven't heard from her for a few minutes. She spoke before. It's possible. But yeah. All right. So the reason we're talking about this, newbies, we are going to make a new blanket specifically for the newbies. However, try closing your YouTube and reopening it. Yeah, Franca, try closing YouTube and getting back in that way, honey. I'll be on for a while. So yeah, it's okay. Played up yesterday. Ghost Hacker Angela from UK said it played up yesterday, Franca. So just check your, or maybe do what Sticky Stitch says, just log off and then log back in. Well, don't log off, just get out of YouTube and then go back in, or log off, or not. Something like that anyway. Do what you do best. Now, newbies, we are doing a new blanket. Yay! The join, we're going to do the same join as we did on our old blanket, but we're going to do it a lot easier. It's not going to be taking the hook out and pulling the loop through. It's going to be so much easier for newbies to do. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, you got in, did you? You dropped your phone, Sarah. Oh, well done. Don't break it. You need it. You can see me now. Oh, great. Did you log out and log back in? Hopefully that's what happened. Hopefully. So newbies, we're making a new blanket. We are making a new blanket specifically for newbies. I haven't decided on the style yet. If you have any styles in mind, you can let me know here on the live, or let me know, oh, that's good, Franca, or let me know on the very next tutorial, or even on my community page where you can post anything you like. Otherwise, I will bring up a basic pattern during the week this week, pop it up on Wednesday's midweek live and show you the basic pattern. You can have a look, see if you like it. I can't take advice from any professionals because you guys are going to give something really hard. And I want to make something for the newbies because we forgot all about the newbies when we did this hexagon blanket here. Well, I did. It was a little bit difficult for the newbies, and I got it because it was a bit difficult for me, and I know what I'm doing with it, and it's my design. And it was still difficult for me. Hello, wake up, Mary. And so we'll do something very simple for the newbies, whether we do the hexagon, one hexagon piece, or whether we do just a normal star blanket where we can put like 8 different sides. We could do that instead. 8 sides, 9 sides, 7 sides, whatever. We could do that. Us newbie needs something special. Oh, you want something special? That's nice. I have plenty of yarn at home. I can make another blanket. All right, guys. So I am going to be making a new blanket. We could do a star blanket like that, or we could do the granny squares, join as you go, different types. Whoops, I couldn't get it out there. Different types, different styles. I tried to say both of them together. Different types, different styles. I'll have a practice, pop a few up next Wednesday, this Wednesday coming, and you can have a look, see. If you like what you see on the Wednesday's live coming this week, then we will make that blanket, okay? Otherwise, for the week this week, we are star blanket sounds good. I know a lot of people like the star blanket, very similar to a hexagon square. Got a few more points in them. We could do that. Ripple or chevron blanket. Someone likes a ripple. I thought of doing a ripple as well. So yeah, I'll have a play and I'll pop a few pieces up on Wednesday and you guys can decide. And it doesn't have to be Wednesday's decision. You can, take a few days to decide. And let me know on the channel at some stage, either on the channel or either on Instagram or either on Facebook, which one of those particular pieces you liked. And the one that gets the most, as you do, you want to get a majority. The one that gets a majority questioning it, I'll pop the majority one on. If someone else wants the other one, maybe we can do that in the future too. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do the few pieces, pop them on Wednesday, and you can have a play. Or have a look-see and see if you like it. In the meantime, we're going to do some small projects for this week. We're going to firstly do the border on this blanket. We're going to be doing some scrunchies. We are going to be doing that tissue box cover for the rectangle looking one. And I still have more yarn to show you. I said it was going to be a busy live, this one. It really is. So I did, while I was at Unwind Cafe, let me have another drink because I'm getting the humbug. Show the one on the back of your couch. This one, the blue and white one, the one that we've done here on YouTube. That one there, you mean? Or that one there. Where's the nice lady from the UK, Coventry? It's calmed down a lot. The other one. You're going to have to elaborate. I have 3 blankets out. You mean the one on the treadmill or that the gorgeous one over there, that's an old Victorian style blanket. That is not for newbies. The square is for newbies, but the putting together and the border and not for newbies. You wouldn't be able to. You could if you took your time. I wouldn't pop it on. It's a paying blanket. That's one you have to pay for. The one at the end. Yeah, that one there. That's the old Victorian style blanket. I've actually shown that here on. Do you want to see it close up? I don't know, Franca. You're all worried. Okay. All right. Now, this is the colour, the metered square blanket. Oh, you like that one too? That's interesting. Well, more information I get, the more I can have a look, see which ones we can have a play with. Metered or mitered, whatever you will call it. You're fussy, Franca, I know, but this is a paying project. This is a project that I wouldn't put on YouTube. Yeah, it's a big project. So the squares I will. The squares are basic. You know, they're quite basic. You can find them all over the web, so that's not an issue. The joining together, I use the old traditional Victorian style stitch to join them together, which is why you don't see a line, which is why you don't, it's very trying, very tiring, very trying, but I did it. I used the wrong thread for this one here, and I'm going to use the Bendigo Woolen Mills for the next blanket. Oh, that one there is the gorgeous one. That wool there, right, is the same wool that I use throughout the blanket except the border that I'm not happy with because I used the wrong wool. It is gorgeous, but it is very tedious and it does take a very long time, which is the reason why I use it as a selling item and not a YouTube one. See this one right here, this one, I would have actually sold that pattern. I would never have given it away on YouTube as a freebie because it's so technical. The reason I did it was because we were all in quarantine and I thought as a freebie, whilst everyone was in quarantine, we will do a really fancy one just for this one time. After that, we're going back to normal. Sorry, guys. The colours are gorgeous. Now, these colours, they're the same colours I use for this blanket all the time. I've made already 3 of these blankets. 2 of them I've sold. This one is still here. They sell very quickly. The minute I put it online, they sell. The last one took a while to sell. But when I do pop them online, they do sell. Is that the US lady customer? Yes. Yes, one I still haven't heard from. I'm considering speaking to Etsy about it and finding out whether Etsy can find out what's going on because she's paid for the blanket and I want to send it to her. I think this week we can start sending parcels overseas. I really don't know yet. It's been very trying here to try and send parcels. You can send small packages overseas and they go quickly, but the larger packages still got shingles. Oh, you still got shingles, oh poor honey. Is your post open? I don't know. Haven't tried this week. I'll have a try on Monday and see if it's opened. If it's not opened, I still have to hold on to it. And I've sent this lady already 4 emails, could be 3 or 4 emails, might be 3. Can't even remember now because I sent so many. I'm going to send Etsy an email and have a chat with them and find out whether they know what's going on. Just to let them know. I just wanted to let her know that it's taken while our post has been slow, but it's open. I did get an email from the post office saying that, from Australia Post, saying that they're trying their hardest. The post is still open and can send any size parcels. Not when I went there. They said they wouldn't send the blanket. It's too heavy. And actually, it's not heavy. It's quite a light blanket. Please going to Australia from... Yeah. The Australia Post sent me an email saying that they will be open for deliveries. However, it's so busy that they may go by ship. Ship? What? This is going to take them months to get there. I don't know how long it'll take, but by the time they get there and go through their customs and then get sent to her, it's just going to take months. So I'm trying to hold out until they say, yeah, planes are going. But at this stage, this week, no. I'll have a chat on Monday with Australia Post. If they say no, then I'll hold on to it for another week. And I'll email Etsy, I think, and have a chat with Etsy because it's sad because she's paid for the blanket and I just can't get it out to her. This quarantine thing has just hit the world so, so much. The whole world. It's not just here or in America or wherever we've been talking about today, England. It's just everywhere. It's the whole world has been hit with this thing, and it's just hurry up. You just want to say, that's enough. We've had enough. Come on, let's get over with this. Anyway, now you got me sidetracked, Franca. This is my fancy blanket that I only put up for sale. Now, let's get back to the yarn. I'm never going to get this done today. Bendigo Woolen Mills. Now, Bendigo. I did manage to get a few. It's a nightmare, this lockdown, I know it is. I did manage to get a few skeins of Bendigo yarn while I was at Unwind Craft Cafe. And two of them were and still are. The purple you see in this blanket is that one there. I've got them in the bags. I'll take them out. I hope the crinkle's not too loud for you guys. So that's the purple. Gorgeous. That's the one that was in the blanket you just saw. It's the very same purple that was in there. That one's called Lavender. It is 100% pure wool. This is the wool that's actually quite soft. It's, I think, is their softest wool, unless they come up with another one. I'm pretty sure that's the softest one. Now that does call for a 4mm hook, but I occasionally use a 4.5. For this blanket here, I used the 4.5. I didn't use a 4, and you can tell it's quite thicker than the others. I love the purple, my absolute favorite color. Oh, okay, that's cute. Yeah, so that purple is that same purple. Looks a bit different there, but it is the same. It's only the lighting in here. It's really bad lighting. There, and I also bought a light pink, not for this blanket, for another blanket. So there's your light pink. Very light pink. That one's called Soft Blush. So it kind of looks like a light pink peach even, a light peach even, yeah. And I'd already ordered from Bendigo Woolen Mills the cream because I use the cream blanket. Got to go now, have a great weekend. See you, Mary, have fun. I use this cream on practically all of my borders you see on my blankets, except that one there, because that one we bought the Lincraft yarn. So it's totally different yarn completely. Bye, Kaz. See you soon. So yeah, that's the cream. That's the gorgeous soft cream from Bendigo Woolen Mills. I use that cream for mostly all my borders. So when I say mostly, the light borders. Over winter, there is going to be one blanket that will have a dark border, and I haven't decided whether that'll be a grey or whether that'll be a light grey even, or whether it'll be a blue or a green, or, you know, I'm going to be doing a darker border over our winter. However, I love doing baby blankets in bright colours. And I think Robin even suggested, you know, pastel, keep it down to a very soft colours rather than these loud colours that I like to use usually, like your hot reds and your hot greens when you're making for baby, to keep it down to soft colours. Yeah, I do have, I had a yellow in stock. I've had that yellow in stock for a long time. So there you go. And also there was one more. Yes, Robin had mentioned that there was a ghost colour that would look, peach, sorry, that would look good with the peach and the purple, and she didn't have it in stock, and I said to her, I really wanted the ghost. Well, I had an old one here. It's like a light grey. Oh, this lighting is so bad, but it's like a light grey. I don't know if you can see it. I'll get close. There it is. It's like a very soft grey. So that's nice to break up the colours. Okay, that's that. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, let's put this blanket back here, and let's take this item. Oh, and my colours love bright for kids. Yeah, bright for kids is beautiful. Check that out. How's that? Look at that. Woohoo! There's that, and there is, and I'll tell you what this is. This is that's still halfway done, as you can see. One piece is for the back, and this piece here, I know, right? It's gorgeous, yeah? I loved it too. This piece here is for a side. Let's see if I can get up and show you. It's for the side front. It's going to be a top, right? It's not even half done yet. No, that's not even half done. That's only a quarter of it. That's the back. That one there's the front, one side, the front. What is the, I was about to tell you. Breathe, breathe. It's Lion Brand. Mandala or mandala. Mandala or mandala? Mandala yarn. How gorgeous is this yarn? And it's soft. And no knots. No knots. What? No knots. And this, what I did was I kind of, this one adds up to exactly the right colours. I just worked in one piece. I didn't stop. This one here, I played with the colour a little bit because I wanted a lot of the white to be in front, a little bit in front. I probably shouldn't have. But this one here, I just worked in one colour all the way through. Didn't take long to make because I used a thicker hook, a 5.5 millimeter hook, I think I used. 5.5, yeah, I did. 5.5. And I'm making a little vest top that I like to make that I wear over skivvies, over shirts, over just blouses even. So yeah, that'll be for my winter. Check it out. How are these colours? Look at the colours. Fantastic. Ooh. They've got different colours. They've got your greens and your blues and your pinks and the rest of it. But for some reason, I don't like black very much. And I wear it, as you do. But for some reason, I love the way this colour blended into that colour. Blended into the next. Be careful where you place the centre. Not too close to the... Oh, hello. It's in the middle. It's not where you think it is, Sticky Stitch. You're very naughty. You're a very naughty girl. She's very naughty. I know, it looks great, doesn't it? It's more charcoal than black. I love it. And it's just one... I mean, it's... I'd show you the size of the skein, but I've used 1 1/4 skeins. That's what happened to my skein. I pulled it from the wrong section, right? So it still works, but that's what it doesn't look like that. Kind of looks like a round, sort of a short, stocky round. And you think it's not going to make it. That's going to make a full vest for me. And I'm a big girl. Don't call me big. Let me do it. So it makes a whole vest. Really does. And if it makes a vest, maybe for someone smaller than me, could make a good t-shirt top even. So yeah, I love it. I love it, and I'm not itchy to it. I was itchy with the other stuff. What was the other stuff? Oh, I haven't shown you the stuff yet. Okay, little Mary. I know. Don't call me big. Yeah, you held it differently before. I know, because I've got the halves. This is what I held before. So you're very naughty, Sticky Stitch. Where is it? Hang on. That's underarm. That's underarm there. Like that. I'm going to wear a black top under it. Don't be naughty. Like a skivvy. You're very naughty, Sticky Stitch. Smack bottom. Now, can we get on with it? Now, I just wanted to show you that top that I'm making. I'll probably wear it on my next live, either Wednesday or Saturday. If you like it, because it looks difficult, but it actually isn't. These stitches are basic stitches. All they are double crochets, chains, single crochets, chains, double crochet. I'm lying. In here you've got your trebles, but they're not that difficult. I've got half trebles and trebles in there, but they're not really that difficult. Newbies can do it. Just do it. It's a very basic top. And even when I do the top, I'm going to make it a wide strap that goes over. Not a very thin one. I don't really like the thin straps on myself. If you like the top, the skivvy, not a skivvy, the vest. Hello, Mary. If you like the vest, we can make the vest together here on YouTube as a basic top. And all you have to do... That's how memes start. Stop it, Sticky Stitch. You're very naughty today, I tell you. I got a beard. I'm trying to cover up the mistake now. Thanks, Sticky Stitch. Well, I will be wearing it on Wednesday. So you'll see. Now you're going to have me self-conscious. All right, let's get back to business. Don't start laughing or I'll never stop. Am I a meme? Are you a meme, Teresa? I don't know. Are you a meme? Is Teresa a meme? If you like the top, it's so true, Sticky Stitch. They do start, they're very naughty, these people who make these memes, I'll tell you. And we will probably do this top if you want to. It is going to be basic. All you need to remember in sizing, because it's going to be one size kind of fits all, you just need to add, you do your circumference, the widest circumference of your body, whether it's your chest, whether it's your belly, whether it's your, doesn't matter where it is, do the widest circumference. I'll explain that in a tutorial when we do it, if we do it. And you do a front and a back, and then you measure the front and back. Whatever's missing, you just add them on the sides. That's all it is. It's basic. It's going to be a square. Everything's going to be basic. If you wanted to shape it to your fit, then I can show you how to do that too. But otherwise, they'll just be blocks. Blocks in a big block at the back like this, 2 blocks in the front, and 2 little side panels to attach. And that way it's, you have to do it now. I'm going to do it probably. You know, when I say something, I do it. It won't be very soon though, because I want to finish it first. And then I've got to try and remember the pattern. I didn't write the pattern down. I am so bad. I start things, well, I tell a lie. This round bit here, you can actually find that online. That's a round. All they are basic stitches, making sure you put in enough to make the circle round and not wobbly. This started getting a little wobbly, so I don't know whether I needed to add stitches or lose. I haven't thought about it. But with this yarn and on your body, the wobble does look nice actually. And maybe once it's washed and blocked, you can see a tiny little bit. You can't tell, it's a tiny little bit of a wobble, just a tiny bit. So yeah, I didn't write it down. No, but I know by looking at it what I did. But I do know I used the first row there, half trebles and trebles. And that's okay, because that's the only new thing. The rest you can find online. That particular circle, that can be found on Pinterest, easy. But the top bit, I designed that top bit myself. The sides, I'm designing myself. I'm just making that up as I go along, as you do. And wobble, wobble. Thanks, Franca. So, and the sides is just really, I'm just with the sides. I'll show what I'm doing for the sides. That's all I'm doing. Double crochets. And I'm going to join, when I get to the other side, I'm going to join it to this, the back. Basic. Everything's going to be basic. You make it to suit your own design. I mean, to suit your own design, to suit your own body. And that's it. And if, oh, where is it again? If I finish making mine and I have 7 rows, and 7 rows is not enough for you, just do another 2 rows. Or you take off 7 rows. If it's too big, you take off 7 rows. You don't take off 7 rows. If it's too big, you take off 2 rows. So I make it to suit you. And I'll talk about measurements if we decide to make it, which I probably will. Because I say I don't, but I do anyway. Oh, I say, oh, I won't make it. Yes, I will. No, I won't. Yes, I will. And then a week later, I'm making it. So it won't be for a while because I've got to wear it and see if it works. It may not even look right. No, it'll look all right. It'll look fine. Trust me. Would you buy your scarf from this lady? No. What could happen? I can mess it up. Wouldn't be the first. No, I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. On Fridays. Too bad today's Saturday. All right, now let's get down to business. Come on, guys. Stay focused. Stay focused. Now, the other 2 yarns, I want to make it so you have to now. All right, Franca, I will. I probably will. The other 2 yarns I bought, I thought you'd be excited about one of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, one of them. I'm loving doing my hexie blanket. I know. It's hard work, Kaz. The hexie blanket is hard work. Abbey Road was one of them. Okay. This is not the one I thought you'd be excited about. It's the other one over there, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, Abbey Road, I thought Abbey Road only came in a cotton. And I found out it comes in 100%. No, it's not. This one here, it does come in other kinds of yarns, but this one here is 52% merino wool. Hexagon square too, yeah. 52% merino wool and 48% acrylic. Now, when I picked it up, I wasn't looking. I just saw it and thought, wow, why is it so soft? Why is it gorgeously soft? Look, I'm talking like an Italian again. And apparently it's the merino wool, obviously. But funnily enough, when they talk about acrylic, and acrylic is quite harsh sometimes, I can't feel the harshness in this wool. I can feel just the merino. Now, this wool is made in Italy. It says there. I didn't buy it for that reason. That's the department talking with my hands. Yeah, no. Merino wool. Merino wool is a merino wool. Yeah, I think it's baby wool or something. Baby sheep. No, it's a type of sheep. Type of sheep thing. Merino, soft. It's really extra soft wool. Extra soft, not like normal soft. Extra soft. Yeah. Made in Italy, but like I said, it's not the reason why I bought it. I bought it because I buy yarn when I feel it. If I think that's, to me, that's a good feel, I'll buy it. That's the only way I buy yarn. That's why I struggle to buy yarn online. I think, do I know what that's going to be like? Do I know how that's going to feel? Sometimes I look up reviews. I think, oh, someone said no, it was too harsh. Even though 80 people said it was good, 20 people said it was harsh. To me, that means there's a tinge of harshness in it. I want to feel the yarn before I buy it. It's just, that's who I am. Bit weird like that. But that's me. Now, I don't spend a lot of money on yarn. I have this week, as you do. But when I do, I want to buy the good one. I don't want to buy this just, you know. I bought that Karen Cakes because it was on special. Not because I buy Karen Cakes. I don't really buy Karen Cakes very often. But I bought it. It was on special. And the reason I bought the Lion Brand yarn, I can't touch wool no matter if it's a blend. Oh, you break out in the rash. I'm not allowed. I'm not supposed to be touching wool, but I do anyway. I work with it. As you do. Nothing happens. I don't, you know, it's just that you get the psoriasis rash and you get eczema and all sorts of weird things. You don't want to be touching it. Now, let's get back to specs. Made in Italy, 100%, no, 52% merino, 48% acrylic. You use I need my glasses. You need a, what does it say? Oh, I can't find the hook size now. Can you believe it? 12, doesn't say. I'd say it's a 4-point hook. Hang on, guys. Give me a second. I should have done this homework before I got on, hey? Huh. It doesn't give a hook size. Have a look at that label. Check that out. Yeah, have a look at that label. Shows you the hooks and the needles right there. But doesn't say, it says how much you can get out of it, but doesn't say which hook size to use. Isn't that weird? Let me take the label off completely. Maybe it's inside the label. Oh, what a funny label. You have to check this label out. I didn't even notice it. Check this out. Classic hits. Classic knits. I've crossed out hits and popped in knits. How funny is that? That's weird. All right. So it doesn't say. Let me get a close-up and you can have a look-see at that label. It does not say. Oh, it's getting blurry. Did that help? No, it's not helping at all. It's not helping. Anyway, it doesn't say. It doesn't say what size hook. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to talk to Dr. Google later. You know Dr. Google? Yeah, he's my friend. I have one friend. It may be a robot, but it's a friend. Well, I don't know. Google, is this a... it's an 8-ply. More than likely, I know 4mm for an 8-ply, but it doesn't actually say 8-ply on it either. It doesn't say anything on it. I'm assuming it's a little bit more thicker than the average. I'll talk to Dr. Google and I'll let everyone know in the future. How's that? Wednesday, I'll let you know. The yarn I wanted everyone to get excited about And a lot of people are thinking, I've never worked with chunky yarn. I've worked with some chunky, but not this big. Now, check this hook out. 15mm hook. Look at the size of that beauty. And I bought this yarn from Spotlight because it was on special. Was it 2 weeks ago though? I just haven't had a chance to talk about it. It's a Motivera and it's a Mega Tweed. It's called Mega Tweed. Check it out. Look at the size of that chunky. Now, I don't like chunky yarn. I know, right? I really don't like chunky yarn, but if you feel this, I felt it in the stall. They had one loose and I felt it was gorgeously soft. And I was thinking of making a rug, like a nice big rug here on YouTube. Not now, probably in a couple of weeks' time. We don't want to start overbooking ourselves. In a couple of weeks' time. I know, right? Check it out. Look at the colours. Look at the gazillion colours there are in there. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. I'm getting all sing-songy now, guys. All right, specs on this are, if I can read them, they are 97% acrylic and 3% viscose. The viscose is the soft that I feel, for sure. And it does call for the 15mm hook. And, sorry about the plastic, guys. It does actually say 12mm. I'm sorry, it calls for a 12mm hook. Why did I get a 15 for? Odd. Anyway, calls for a 12mm hook. I must have thought we'll make it even chunkier. And it's got the crochet tension, your needle size, 68 meters per ball, per skein. Oh God, if I made anything to wear with yarn, I would look like a round ball. Don't talk to me about round balls. And we are talking, I am round in so many different places. It's not even half funny, okay? But I'm not big. Oh, by the way, it's made in Turkey again. So I'm loving the Turkish yarn. I tell you what, I don't know what they use over in Turkey, but their wool is fantastic. And it's 68 meters, whatever that is in yards. But it's such a thick, chunky yarn. I'm sure it can make a lot. I think I bought about 7, no, I didn't. 2 packs of this. It's 6 and 3, 9. 8 to 9 skeins. I'm a little round ball. Yeah, so am I, Franca. That's what I meant. I'm tiny, I'm little, but I'm round. Did I say that out loud? You saw in the treadmill video. Looks like Lion Brand, thick and quick. We're not big. We're fluffy. Oh, I like that. We're fluffy. I'm happy to be fluffy. Doctor doesn't want me fluffy, though. He told me that the other day. Too fluffy. Sorry, love. You need to lose some of this fluff. That's what he said. Maybe not in that accent. I don't even know what that accent was. You're too fluffy. Sorry. You have to lose fluff. So it's a mega tweed. Stop, Mary. It's a mega tweed. And it's, when I say mega, I'm very naughty. When I say mega, it's really chunky. And I cannot wait to start with it. I got this from Spotlight here in Melbourne. I'm sure you can get chunky in your own town. It's got, when it says the word tweed, whenever I see yarn that says the word tweed, I usually feel it and think, oh, I don't like it. But apparently it works up gorgeous, apparently. We're about to find out. And I actually bought a tweed as well in a thin yarn, which I haven't got with me at the moment. I'll probably advertise that next Saturday. It's just in one of the tubs. I've cleaned up. You wouldn't even believe it. I've cleaned up and now I don't know where everything is. I think I like it better when it was messy. And I've sorted out some yarn on my shelves, and in about a week's time, maybe 2 weeks, I'll be ready to do a little tour. And I say little because I've only got 2 shelves filled up. The rest are all in tubs of my yarn that I have here. And what I do is I categorize my yarn, I label it, I put numbers on it, I put how many grams there is. If I've used some, I put the extra grams. It's all technical. I don't want to talk about it now. It'll take too long. We will get any crochet or knitting done later today because we are crazy sisters. Yeah, well, they know that, guys. Maybe we can do something small for YouTube. You have OCD. No, I don't. Not at all. I am pretty messy. I have it with my, I do tell a lie, I do have it with my crochet. I'm very, very fussy about the crochet. Like I'm messy. I can leave things lying around. You know, that's not a problem. You know, but with the crochet, if it's not done to my perfection, I will take it undone and do it again because I'm fussy. and OCD and fussy, kind of two different things. I know you. That's what I've been living with all these years. Hey, hey, hey. Excuse me? My big sister's picking on me. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about, these yarns that we bought, that I bought last week and this week. Since we've been out and about and allowed to get out and do some shopping, I thought I'll go and get some yarn. Now, best thing, guys, the channel is nearing 6,000. We're up to 5,500 or 5,600. Now, I missed doing a 5,000 subscriber giveaway because we were in lockdown. Thank you, Classic Kim. However, when we hit the 6,000 mark, I'm happy to do 2 giveaways for it. So I'll do prize 1, 2, and 3 for the 5,000 giveaway, prize 1, 2, and 3 for the 6,000 subscriber giveaway, and they will be done on the same time, at the same time. Not now, when we hit the 6,000 mark. So that way I haven't missed 5,000. I'm still going to do my 6,000 mark, and the competitions will still go ahead, but they'll wait till 6,000. By then we should have less lockdown. We should be able to get out more, and I'll be able to buy some more odds and ends. I do have plenty of yarn that I can give away. That's not an issue, but when I do my giveaways, I like to add hooks, I like to add needles, I like to add other bibs and bobs that you don't usually go out to buy because you haven't got time, or you just, like sometimes I give away stitch markers. A lot of people don't have them, and they're fun to have, you know, and if you can pop them in the giveaway as well, that's great. Magazines, some magazines I lose, like poor Suzanne. I lost Suzanne's when Suzanne, I still haven't found it, by the way, Suzanne. When I find it, I'll send it to you. Otherwise, I'll just send you a current one and you can get that one. When I can get to America, well, when I get to America, get shipping to America, I'll send it to you. And yeah, so we will do the giveaway at the 6,000 subscriber mark, which, you know, it's not going to happen now, but I just wanted everyone to know that I haven't forgotten about the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. I've just been waiting for shops to reopen so that we can go out and sell again and buy again. And again, I'm fussy, so I like to touch everything I buy. I don't buy from online if I can, you know, avoid it. I had to with Bendigo because I couldn't get some of their yarn here in Melbourne, so I had to order online, but I knew their yarn, so I was happy to do that. And the giveaways will happen, just not until all the shops are open and I'm able to get out there and buy some more knickknacks. And I haven't hit 6,000 anyway, so I'm not in a hurry yet. But just letting you know, guys, I haven't forgotten about the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. It will happen. Recently found a magazine and have double-pointed 4mm hook, which I couldn't find anywhere. What's a double-pointed one used for? Do you know, Therese? What do you use it for? I don't think I've ever used one. It'd be interesting to know what you use it for. So, guys, this is what we've been doing this week. Next week. Oh, I've put it down. I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, here it is. It fell. Oh, the stitch marker. Not the stitch marker. Got stitch markers on the brain. Tunisian. Tunisian's going to happen when Teresa can get here. Teresa's my older sister. Oh, she uses. Oh, you use it for Tunisian. Is that what you meant? Ah, that's why I don't use it, because I've not. I have done Tunisian. I just didn't like it. I find Tunisian. To me, I find Tunisian really thick. But apparently, they make the best Afghans. Yeah, but apparently they make the best Afghan. So when you're making a Afghan, which is like, you know, doing a picture tutorial, the Tunisian makes a better Afghan. I've been talking too much, guys. Look at the time. 1 hour and 24 minutes I've been on. Yeah. Yeah, Tunisian. Well, Teresa will be doing, oh, by the way, that blanket there, guys, that one right there, we'll be doing that in the future too. Not now. We're talking 3 months, maybe 2 months away. Just thought I'd give you a heads up, that one there, right there. Not that yarn, because that cost me like, you know, $400 to buy. $400 to buy that yarn alone. It's ironic, isn't it? Don't even go there. That's why I haven't given it away. No one will pay more than $400 for a yarn, for a blanket. Well, they might, but I doubt it. 3 months. Yes, we could do it in 3 months. What are we on now? May? We're in May. What's my name? Ask me a harder question. I don't know the days anymore because since we've been home, we've had no days. 400. Yeah, maybe more. Maybe more. The wool was bought specifically straight from the farmer. So he'd come to Unwind Craft Cafe when we had our once a month evening thing, catch up, and he came to the store and I bought it. I had to have it. It was beautiful and soft. And once you wash it in the softener, even softer. And straight from the farm, straight from his farmer's hands into our hands. And we took it and I bought it and it cost me a fortune. And I don't think I'll ever sell it. I don't think I want it. Guys, we're going to make some scrunchies this week just for fun. Take a little break from big projects, do something smaller. We're going to do some scrunchies. We're going to do a small tissue box cover. And we're also going to finish, well, we won't finish it. We'll get the border started on our hexagon blanket. We might get the border finished. We never know. It depends if you like the border I do. You may not like it. And then I'll cry. And I'll sit in a corner and I'll cry. No, I won't. I don't care. Will you like that? So we will try to get the border finished this week. I'm not going to guarantee you we'll get it finished, but we will get it started. We will do that next step to the border and maybe the second step. So we might get the 2 rows in. Definitely get 1 row in for starters, but we might get the 2 rows in, and they're not little rows. They're rather long rows because the border is going to be like the lace kind of stitch there you see. So you're going to have a lot of the lace in between, and then you'll have a solid row. It's not my party, but you go cry ahead. I know, right? It's not my party. So we're doing a couple of small projects this week, plus the border. It's just to bring me down a little bit because I got a bit overexcited and my shoulders are out of my whack and my back, everything's sore from over crocheting. The wool is Polwarth and she bought it from the farm that actually, oh, she's turned it off. Oh, hang on, I've lost it. Wait. First bred Polwarth sheep. That's the one. Well done. I remember the fella's name, Tom. And I can't for the life remember the farm. I do know the name. Come on, Sticky Stitch, you know the name. Oh, quick. Brain shut down on me. Cost me a fortune. I'll never do it again. I'll never spend that much money on wool again. And the thing was, it's not that I spent the money on the wool. It's that particular stitch is quite a tight stitch. So it does absorb the yarn a lot. Takes up a lot of yarn. It's a solid. There's a lot of solid stitches in there. So it does take up a lot of yarn. It's a yarn eater. Yeah, happy fun. So it's a yarn eater. So I should have thought better. Maybe when doing when using expensive wool, to maybe do a blanket that's not a yarn eater, I think, and use the cheaper wool for the yarn eating blankets. I hope I didn't say that too loud. Did you all hear me? Oops. Yeah, to use the cheaper wool for the yarn eaters, I think, because if you use your expensive wool for the yarn eaters, the amount that you'll be paying for is astronomical. And I suppose I didn't eat that month, but it didn't matter because I got a lot to lose. No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But there you go. Totally agree, right? I know, right? But it is a beautiful pattern. And we will be doing one day, probably not for a couple of months though. We could make it around August. Tandy Farms, thank you, Sticky Stitch, that's right. Like on the top of my tongue, was called Tandy Farms. I knew the fella's name was Tom. And I met Tom twice, once at the shop and once Hot Farmer Tom. He was a bit hot, wasn't he? once at the shop and once at a wool convention that I went to once. Yeah, Tandy's the yarn, it's simply stunning. It really is. I can't fault it. And the minute you wash it in fabric softener, even better. Next time you want to spend that kind of money again, give it to me. Well, I can't spend that money. I don't make that anymore. That's why I got to go for the cheaper yarn now. Living on the edge, man. It doesn't matter. What can happen? I heard awesome things about Tandy. I know they're very good. I have a picture of a hot farmer, Tom, on my Instagram. Do you really? Tom, he is a cute farmer. Yes, he's a cute farmer. He should go on one of those married, marry the farmer. What's it called? Farmer Wants a Wife show. He'll find a wife like that. He just got one. That's it. Breathe it in, she's there. So Tom from Tandy Farms, that's where I got the yarn from. He put in a good pitch, but then I had a feel of the yarn. It was simply stunning. You can't go wrong with good yarn, I suppose. I'm a sucker for good yarn. But not always. You're single, are you, Kaz? Oh, give Tom a ring. I wonder if he's single. I don't even know. I've never really asked. But he might be single. He might be. Kaz, you might still have a chance. Just go visit Tandy Farm. Say, Mary from Wow Crochet. I don't do that. I don't think he knows me very well. Sandy de Argentina. Ah, you're from Argentina? Hola? Is that what you say? Hola. Hola. Very nice to meet you, Sandy. Very nice to meet you. You're new here. Welcome. Kaz, it's funny, isn't it? Tandy Farms. Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom, you know. Has mine. Oh, Kaz, he's mine. Hands off. Everybody wants a piece of it. Poor guy. Poor guy. He's probably married with like 5 kids or something. And you girls have turned him into this, hot hunk waiting to be married. We're doing scrunchies this week, guys. We are doing scrunchies. We are doing tissue box cover. Thanks, Sandy. We are doing lots of things this week. Keep your eyes peeled. There are going to be lots of little things. We're going to have a bit of a break from the large projects, but we are still doing a border row on this guy. And early of next week, Wednesday, once I get the final pattern going, early of next week, we will start our new blanket for the newbies. Buenos dias, Sandy. Ah, Teresa's speaking. Teresa's saying hello in Argentinian. So early of next week, we will start our newbie blanket. And newbies, you can also do these scrunchies, and you can also do the tissue box cover if you like. They'll be very basic. They'll be easy for you to do, which is great. And newbies, we're also going to choose a blanket like hexagon, but like a star maybe. We'll do like a star blanket, I think. So it'll look very much like a hexagon, but more sides, of course. Because I find that when you do a hexagon blanket, happen to fall into your stream. I've been enjoying it. Oh, Daphne, thank you. Welcome. I'm happy you're here. So we would be doing a blanket with some points on it. Probably not, I don't know if you saw a blanket I made a while back, 12-point star. Probably not that many points. We might make it less. I saw him first. Sticky Stitch is funny. Sandy de Argentina, hello. Oh, I can't speak Argentinian. I'm really sorry. I'll have to copy and paste that later. Sorry. I'll have to use Google Translate. Well, if you could use Google Translate, that would be good. Because I can't speak Argentinian. And Teresa, my sister, can't either. She was just being friendly. See? She's just being friendly. Anyway, so that's going to be our week this week at Wow Crochet. We're going to have a bit of a down week, quiet time a bit, and do something a little bit basic just to have a breather. So my shoulder can go back into place, my hip can go back into place, my neck can go back. I want everything to go back in place before I start a new project. Everything started moving because I'm constantly like this. So everything needs to go back into place before we can start a new project. But we will still do the border to this guy. So you're not going to, the regulars are not going to miss out on that border. And newbies won't miss out either because we'll do some newbie projects this week as well. Wednesday, I'll have the new little granny square up and running for you to have a look-see. So you can see if you want to do that granny square blanket. You mean you can't speak Spanish? Is not Argentinian. Oh, right. I don't know the difference. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. It's like Spanish and a little Italian. Oh, it's a mix, is it? I don't know how you interact with us that it is. Whoop, hang on. It goes too fast. Oh, something's happening here. Oh, here we go. Pick out our favourites and respond to their comments. I like to respond to everybody, but sometimes like 6 or 7 comments come up all at once. I'm thinking, oh, stop, wait, oh, stop. And I have to touch to get it to work. Guys, I've been talking a long time. We've been on for a while. I've been on an hour and 35 minutes. Oh my gosh, guys, what are you doing? Stop talking to me. We're going to have some fun this week, some relaxed atmosphere this week here at Wow Crochet. So just join in and have some fun and do some small projects and have a little bit of a relaxation mode with Wow Crochet, because the next week after that, we're going to get into business. Blanket after jumper after top after whatever. I'll have some more projects for you next Saturday. You started. I know I did start, didn't I? Teresa said, you started. So next Saturday, I'll have some more projects up so you can have a look, see, and you can decide which ones you would like to have here on the channel, and we can make some more projects. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to have to go because my kids are coming for lunch. And I want to get prepared. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you for joining me with the project. Spanish and Italian are not similar. Italian and French is very similar. Oh, when you put them all together, we're all, what is it? Una razza, una faccia. Same race, same face or something? One face, one race, one face. Oh, we're all the same. And right now, everyone's the same around the world because we're kind of the same. We have no life. Nearly lunchtime, I know, right? Bye, Kaz. Lovely ladies and gentlemen out there, thank you so much for watching. Join me this week for some of those easy projects, and join me next week for some of the big ones. Yay! Don't forget our border. Yay! We've had a good week. We've been very busy this past few weeks. Time to leave. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mary. This is Wow Crochet. Yay! Ciao for now, guys. Have a good week, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye. Bye. What is that? I know there's no such thing as life. See you, Franca. Not these days. Ciao. Stop talking. Bye. I'm still here. Bye.